So ladies, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep you too long. And again, you know I do not take you for granted. So welcome to Coffee Talk. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning. I truly appreciate you. Today I want to talk about focus. I was thinking over the last week in it's that time of year. It's springtime. We're starting to move around a little bit more, and because of the vaccine, we're starting to get our shots, and we're starting to get just out and about. But what I want to share with you this morning is don't lose focus. Whatever you've been focusing on, whatever goal you've had, don't lose focus. So let's back up and just start with the definition of focus. So focus is a center of activity, attraction, or attention. And I went a little further. Of course, you know I did. What does the word focus really mean? Focus really means to concentrate on a particular goal or action or series of actions for a particular amount of time by eliminating various distractions which come in a way to achieve your goal. So eliminating various distractions. And that's why I wanted to talk about focus this morning, because we're starting to open up. The cities and the states are starting to open up a little bit, and we're starting to move around. So when we first shut down, when we were forced to sit down last year because of the virus, a lot of us had the opportunity to pause and reflect. And we made some decisions that as we go forward, we wanted to make certain changes in our lives. We wanted to live a certain way. And now that we're starting to move around a little bit more and the states are opening up, don't lose focus. So whatever action or goals you made, don't lose focus. So I went a little step further, and living a focused life means you have a purpose and or clear perspective, so you know what to focus on. So I thought about that, and a lot of us are focused on living a purposeful life. A lot of us are focused on finding purpose, and a lot of us are focused on just living a life, a fulfilling life. And whatever that is, as individuals, we get to define it. You get to define it as an individual. So if you don't know your purpose or what fulfillment is for you, then you may have a hard time living a focused life. And without being aware of your purpose or what fulfillment is, there may be a lack of motivation, whether we admit it or not. So a key to living a focused life is having a clear sense of clear purpose and identity, so you know where your focus should be. So then that's living a focused life. But you just may have a particular goal or action in mind, or a particular goal or something you want to accomplish in mind. It may not be purpose, it may not be fulfillment. You just may have a particular goal. But don't lose focus. So whatever you're working on, it could be your marriage, career, it could be job, finances, it could be a home. Don't give up and don't quit. Stay focused. And if you have to fight to stay focused, then do so. Because you know we live in a world where we can easily be distracted because of social media. Some of us wake up in the middle of the night and we look at our phones. We go to Facebook. We go to Instagram. Some of us, the first thing we do in the morning, we go to Facebook. We go to Instagram. So if you have to fight to stay focused, then stay focused. And then, of course, there's instant gratification, because some of us want it now. We have a goal, but we want it now. So between social media distracting us and getting to the point where we want it now, we could easily give up. We get weary, we get tired, we lose faith. So here's what I'd say. Whatever you focus on, it matters. Because if it didn't matter, you wouldn't be focused on it in the first place. So as we start to move into the spring, as we start to move into a new season, as we start to move around, think about what's important to you. What commitments did you make to yourself when we were shut down? Because when we were shut down, we were like, Lord, if we can just get through this, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and E. And now all of a sudden, you're starting to pull back. But if it didn't matter, you wouldn't have made the commitment, or you wouldn't have focused on it in the first place. And here's the thing. Whatever you focus on matters. Everything in life matters. Everything in life matters. The greater the challenge, the more you have to focus. The greater the focus, the greater the impact. And focus is a weapon. Focus is a weapon to help you achieve what it is you desire. Because the saboteur will come knocking at the door. And there's the distractions. There's that desire for instant gratification. So don't get tired and convince yourself that it doesn't matter. Don't convince yourself that you should give up. Stay focused. And now is a great time. Even today, after you get off this call, if there is something that you want to achieve, a goal, and you're at that point right today where you're starting to get a little weary, don't give up. Because the closer you get to achieving whatever it is that you're focused on, all the negatives come out. And you already know this, right? The saboteur, number one. Some friend of yours called and said, girl, don't stay in the house and do that. Come go with me. And if you're growing, know that growth is uncomfortable. So whatever circumstance or setting you find yourself in, you have an opportunity to choose. So today, if you've been focused, if you've made a commitment to yourself, and if you're tired, you're getting weary, the saboteur is in your head telling you you're never going to achieve it, choose today to stay focused. Because when we choose, even though we cannot see the end result of our choices, it helps shape the way we're living. And how you respond determine whether or not you will achieve that particular goal that you have set. So focus on your strength, not where you are right now, not your circumstances. Because you may not be able to see it, but that's faith. When you can't see it, but you know it's coming, stay focused. Don't get disappointed or discouraged. I say that all the time. Because when you get discouraged, you start to lose your confidence. And regardless of where you are right now, if you have a goal or action or purpose, don't let your circumstances dictate your outcome. Because regardless of where you are right now, if you stay focused and continue to do the work to go forward, guess what? You're going to make it. You will achieve what it is you desire. So regardless of your circumstances, I don't care how it looks, you're not going to fall off the earth. So stay focused. So think about it this way. If you have been focused for the last 6, 7, 8, 9 months, you're doing a great job. You are doing an awesome job. So keep going. Don't give up. And remember, Right now, you have skills, knowledge, wisdom, experience. And if you look at your life today compared to a year ago, look how much you've grown. Look how much you've endured. There's so many of us. We didn't think that we would be able to get through this pandemic. We didn't think that we would be able to stay in and be on shutdown. We didn't think we could do it. But guess what? You and I, us, if we're in this group right now listening, we're still standing. And I'll challenge you today. Look at your life a year ago. What have you learned about yourself? Write it down on a piece of paper. Look at your life a year ago. What's changed about you? What have you learned about yourself? And you use that strength, that wisdom, that experience to keep going, to stay focused. Don't you dare give up. Because this time last year, there was a lot of us going crazy. Not literally, but we were thinking, how are we going to be able to do this? But we did. Some of you have children, grandchildren. You said, how am I going to be able to feed them? Especially when we were watching the news and we were seeing people standing in lines. We couldn't even get sanitizers, those little Clorox wipes or whatever. But we made it. So there is value in all we experience, all we see, all we do. But we must be willing to see it and stay the course. So stay focused and have faith. So the fact that we may not be able to see how it's going to happen, that's evidence that we are on the right track. Because faith, that's in all of us. So trust and have the confidence that whatever you are focused on will come to pass. But I challenge you, don't give up. You made a commitment to yourself that there's something that you've been focused on. And then you're doing the work. Don't you dare get weary. Don't you dare quit. If you have to call a friend, what they say, phone a friend, phone a friend. If you need help, get help. But you've come too far. You've come too far. If you've been focusing on it thus far, it's important to you. It matters. Don't you dare give in. Don't you dare quit. That's coffee talk. Now, it's funny because I had a very focused weekend. I worked all day yesterday. I worked till about 6 o'clock yesterday evening, and I'm going to work today. And there are days that I'm not focused, and I get distracted too. You know, there are days the saboteur's in my ear. There are days that I know I need to be working and doing some things because I have a few projects that I'm working on, and I'll go outside and walk, or I'll put it off, or I'll read a book or whatever, so I get distracted also. But I have some really, really good friends. And I just want to give a shout out to my friend Janice Taylor because she had the girlfriend talk with me yesterday about being focused and being inconsistent. Yes, my girlfriend Janice Taylor had the talk with me yesterday. So if you need to phone a friend, phone a friend. Because there was an area that I was falling down. And she said, you need to stay focused and you need to be consistent. And I heard what she said. And what was so funny is I'd already had, I knew what I was going to talk about today. I knew I was going to talk about focus, because actually I was going to talk about it last week. So it was so ironic that I was going to talk about focus, and she had the conversation with me yesterday about being consistent and focused. But that's what good friends will do. So if you need to phone a friend, you know. But that is coffee talk, ladies. So whatever you're working on, and I know there are times when it feels heavy, and I know there's times when you want to give up, and I know there are times you'll say, well, how long? You know? But I'm just here to say that it matters. What you're doing matters. Stay focused and stay true to yourself. Don't let other people talk you out of what's important to you. Stay focused and true to yourself. So, ladies, that is Coffee Talk. I am so grateful for you. I just want to see what comments we have. Yes, the greater the focus, the greater their impact. Yep, and how you respond makes all the difference. And Tia said, that's a girlfriend. You're right. That's a girlfriend. And sometimes, you need your friends to have that talk with you. But the good thing is, when your friends come to you and have those type of conversations, that's because they believe in you. That's what's amazing. They believe in you, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have those conversations. So welcome those conversations from your friends. They believe in you. So ladies, that is Coffee Talk this morning. Just a couple of things I just want to touch base with real quickly. One of the other things too, and I've been having this conversation because far too often we focus on achieving what it is we desire. We're working hard and we're pushing forward. But don't forget, there's a receiving season. So receive it. Because sometimes what we do, we become uncomfortable and we don't think we deserve it. We don't think we're worthy or deserving. So we push back. Or we're so busy working with our head down, staying focused, that it's right there. And we don't know how to receive it. So as you stay focused, I want you to think about receiving. There is a receiving season. So it may be your season. So I'll take my own life, for instance. Although there's areas I need to stay focused, there are areas right now that God has opened doors and I'm receiving. So I'm like here right now. I have things going, areas I'm focused, need to focus over here, and over here I'm receiving. And what's interesting is that I'm in receiving season in some aspects and didn't even realize it. I hit that lakefront. And when I hit the lakefront jog, and I pray, and when I pray I get clarity. And I'm praying because I'm focused over here. And I could hear the little voice said, but I've opened the doors over here. So don't forget receiving season. So as you look at your life, whatever you're focused on, don't be so focused that there are areas of your life where you've already, what you've been focusing on and working for, the door is open. And all you have to do is receive it. So make sure you kind of keep that balance in your head, because sometimes if you're like me, I can go from A to B or A to C and eliminate B. I go left, right, and forget there's a middle road. So think about that. Weigh it. Even though you may be focused here, there may be something over here that it's time for you to receive. So remember that. Okay, a couple of things that I want to share with you really quickly. I am going to start doing the monthly I'm going to start doing the Witness the Most Powerful You workshops again every month. So what I'm going to do, the second Saturday of every month, and when I post this, it's out here. When I post this, it's there. The second Saturday of every month from 9 to 1:30, because it's a 4.5-hour workshop, I will be conducting the Witness the Most Powerful workshop via Zoom. So if you want to learn 5 principles to help you make decisions and choices to create and live the life you desire, please sign up for one of the workshops. The next one is whatever the second Saturday is in May. I think it's May 8th. Yes, it's got to be May 8th. So if you're interested, come on, I'd love to have you and take you through the workshop. It's a pretty powerful workshop There's a workbook included. Of course, I designed the workbook, but it's really designed to help you, number one, determine what's most important to you, and then to help you make decisions and choices based on what's important. So I'm posting the link here with this video. Would love to have you go through the workshop with me. Also, if you're interested in coaching at all, there's the link when I post it for, you can get on my calendar for a 30-minute free consultation. Because a lot of folks ask me about coaching. Actually, a lot of people, women, they'll ask me, they'll say, well, you're a coach? And I'm like, yeah, I am a certified life coach. So if you're interested just in hearing more about coaching, use the link and go on my calendar and just schedule time for a free consultation. And then, of course, Inspirations for the Soul. The link is there to order a copy of the book. So that's Coffee Talk this morning, ladies. Hopefully I didn't keep you too long, but stay focused. You're powerful. You are powerful. You are powerful, courageous. Again, I challenge you, look at your life compared to a year ago and just jot down what's changed about you. Draw on your strengths. Don't focus on your weaknesses. And know that you can achieve whatever goal you may have. Don't you dare quit. Know that you can achieve whatever it is you desire. You have experience. You came this far. There is no way you should give up or even think that you can't do what you want. Okay? Ladies, that's Coffee Talk. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I truly appreciate you. Love and blessings to you and your family, whatever you're doing today. Have a great day. Thanks for getting up, and I will see you back here next Sunday. Take care. Bye.